Hello. Sunday, Easter Sunday. I think it's the 12th of April. Thought it might be good for another Tales from the Hammock. This Tale from the Hammock is the one I call My Mama Told Me to Share. So, well, it's a little funny looking at myself while I'm recording this, but when I was a kid, my mom is the oldest of five. So Joyce is the oldest, then Donald, then Nancy, Jimmy, and Linda. Nancy, Jimmy, and Linda all worked at a drive-in restaurant called H&J. Actually, this is a little coin purse from there. It says happiness is eating at H&J Drive-In. Well, it was on the corner of Zine Road. I think there's a car dealership there now. It's gone, but it was owned by a father and son, Harold and Jeff Ryle. It was a drive-in, and it was also a Trailways bus station, but it was a pretty cool place. And on weekends, when I was going to spend the weekend with my grandparents, my mom would drop me off, and then my Aunt Beth and Uncle Donald would drop my cousin Bert off at H&J, and we would wait until Nancy and Jimmy and Linda got off work, and then we would ride home with them, and we'd spend the weekend at my mom and pop-pop's house. So one of the cool things about H&J really had a jukebox, which was fun. I think I still have some of the 45s from the jukebox. It had really good chocolate zip, which if you've never had a chocolate zip is like chocolate milk with crushed ice in it, which was, really good drink. And that chocolate zip is kind of like quick, I guess, but you had chocolate milk and you had crushed up ice in it. And really good French fries and good hamburgers. My Uncle Jimmy was the fry cook, and my Aunt Nancy and my Aunt Linda were both waitresses there. So this one particular Friday night, I guess my mom dropped me off, and my Uncle Donald and Aunt Beth, or one of them, dropped Bert off, and we're sitting there, and when we got there, we were able to get food. Well, one other thing I want to tell you is that it was a Greyhound bus station, so there were times when this place, which was a tiny little drive-in, would be packed because a bus would pull in, and the bus would be full of people, and they would stop there for food, and they would have a break, and then they would get back on the bus to head out. So this particular time, Bert and I are sitting there, and we both have our food, and I think we have hamburgers, and we used to cut the hamburgers up into quarters with French fries, and we would have our hamburger cut up with French fries and eat that, and that would be our snack along with our chocolate zip. Melissa's coming by, so better, but she'll probably continue on to the garden. So I ate my part of my hamburger. The hamburgers are really good when you're a kid if you cut them up into fourths. I cut them down the middle and cut them on the side with the French fries and the chocolate zip. Well, I ate part of mine. Bert ate all of his, and he looked over at mine, and he looked at me, and he said, "My mama told me to share." So I did share part of mine, and I have always, ever since, and to this day, anytime that people have extra food, I always share their food, and I will always say, "My mama told me to share." And actually, so I wasn't really the first person to use the "my mama told me to share." It was really my cousin Bert, and we did share, and we shared a lot over the years. My closest in age cousin. So that is the story of My Mama Told Me to Share, and a little bit about H&J Drive-In. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you again. Have a great Easter. Wash your hands, please recycle, and don't litter. Bye-bye.